Hey, it's your girl Amanda Love, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my content, please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Please comment and share. Today, I will be talking to you guys about life path number 4. Life path number 4 is the builder and the organizer. And if you do not know what a life path number is, make sure you check out my life path video and how to calculate what yours is. So a life path number is kind of in the title. It's the number that you get from adding your month, day, and year up, and you get it to a single digit, and that number actually describes your journey here on earth. It tells you all of your obstacles and challenges that you have in your journey to reach your highest self, your highest potential, your positive and negative traits, things of that nature. It's so interesting because your life path number really does identify you as a person, and it's kind of like, oh, how do you know this about me? That's how you know that we were all here, put here for a purpose, put here for a reason. But anyways, I'm not going to get so into that. I do want to share some things about life path number 4, the builder, the organizer. Life path number 4 is in the positive. They prepare, aware, and they use progressions step by step. They follow through and they balance logic and emotions. So those are positive traits for life path number 4. Okay. In the negative, they want it all now. They're impatient. They're very ambitious. So they can, when they don't get the results that they want right away, what they will do is just like, you know what, forget it and go to the next thing and fall off. That follow through isn't necessarily the greatest when they're in the negative because they're impatient and they're trying to skip over steps. So the life's involvement for a life path forward can mature from instability and indecisiveness to reliability and organization. I was actually raised like one of my aunts is a life path forward, and I have a couple of guys who I was in relationships with this life path forward 314s to be specific. All three of these people are 314s to be specific. So I found that quite interesting. Now, what I can say about all three of these people is that especially job wise in the beginning and they all are over 40 now, like mostly close to 50 and 60, but in the beginning I saw them skipping jobs. So I'm trying to get that fast money real fast, need that fast money. Very ambitious. One of my male friends, my ex boyfriend, am I kidding? One of my ex boyfriend, him and I, we both were go getters and we both were like hustlers. So we was always like, one of my homegirls was like, man, it ain't nothing y'all don't sell. Like we was always flipping stuff, always selling stuff. Like, we always was getting into, we could get rich off of this way, we could get rich this way. So when I think about the ambition of a 4, I think about those get rich quick schemes early on in life. But what the life path 4 is here to learn is that none of those things ever work. They really have to, make a decision what it is that they want to do, what they're passionate about. And then, it's a slow progression to get to that stability, but they are here to manifest stability. So that's what a life path 4 does. Now, facing the shadows of a life path 4, they appear to have everything together, figured out. They're really cool, but they are hiding this impulsive, whirling mind. So, and it can often be confused, even though they put on this, I'm cool, I got everything under control, but inside that mind is whirling. So that is the mask or the shadow side of a 4. Now, I do want to talk to you about a few of the life path numbers what I want to say is you could be a 4, but you can be a 404, or you can be a 314, or 134, or 224. So I want to kind of differentiate those numbers for you in relationships. So let's start with 224, okay? So a 22-4, I'm sorry, I'm pulling this up because I have it on my computer. So a 22-4 Most people with 22/4 as that life path number need to clarify their interactions with their parents or primary caregiver because they work with foundation energy. That early home life represents the base one which they build. So that early home life represents the basis for which they live, for which they build. Excuse me. All right, so I understand that, and if I didn't, if I didn't make sense just now, let me explain that to you. Okay. So people who are here on a 22/4 life path because of the issues that they have with either their parents, one or both, or their siblings, possibly whoever took care of them when they were younger. So there's some type of indication here that maybe somebody outside of their parents may have taken care of them, but even if it's their parents, that they may still be holding some resentment from some childhood trauma or some childhood situation growing up. And so what the 22/4 needs to do is go ahead and talk to the person, clear the air. You don't have to seek approval, but just agree to disagree so that they won't hold any resentment. So that is a message for you 22/4s who can sometimes overly extend themselves, because with that double 2 in your life path, that is that balance. And sometimes when we're here to learn the lesson of balance, we can be very unbalanced. So that means sometimes we overgive, and then we overgive young, and then we have that resentment when we get older, or we just have that resentment period. So that's the message for 22/4s. For 31/4s, these 4s attract many friends and admirers. They are family oriented. They are generally relaxed with people. Sometimes they are in denial, so it does help them to find someone who they can honestly talk to, because it's good for their soul. So I'm thinking of the 31/4s in my life, and that resonate. 31/4s can be in denial because they don't like to talk about that emotional. That 3 is that 3 in that life path is very sensitive, very emotional, but they can appear to care less about things that they really do care a lot about. So it does them really good if they can just find one person, whether it's a therapist, a friend they really trust, one person to just be honest with. Don't have to be tough all the time. All right, and 404s, what they do is they try to take care of everybody. They think that they literally have to take care of the universe. Let me tell you, Will Smith is a 44. Also, Lawrence of Arabia is a 44. And so I think about Will Smith, and I think about the movies that he always plays saving the planet. Like, he really feels that. He really feels like he has to save the world. So they can sometimes appear to be pushy or bossy or controlling, but it's only because they have that responsibility of feeling like they have to save everybody. So before I end this video, you guys, I want to tell you of some famous 4s. Okay, so I have them ready. You'll be surprised. I just told you Will Smith is a famous 4. Also, let's see who else I have. I can't get my computer screen all the way down. I'm sorry. So Will Smith is a famous 4. I was just thinking of people who Drake is a famous 4. Nicki Minaj is a famous 4. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Oprah, Donald Trump. Who else? Those are the people I'm thinking of off the top of my head, and I can't get to my information. I'm going to go ahead and comment all the famous 4s in my comments, or either in my description. I'll do it in my description. I'll tell you the famous 4s in my description. Sierra and Tupac. So, yeah, Sierra, Tupac. Here I go. Donald Trump, Hugh Hefner, Paul McCartney, Sigmund Freud. I'm a big fan of his. Miles Davis. And I think that's pretty much it. Paul McCartney, if I didn't already say that. So you guys, thank you for checking out my YouTube video today on Life Path 4. Next week, I will upload Life Path number 5. You guys have an excellent week, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you, and have a good night.